Welcome in Bisons baseball as the Bisons and the Mets play a final game of a 6-game series at Salem Field. The Buffalo Bisons heading into the second half and a rough start. They are 1-4 in their first 5 games of the series, in which is the first 5 games of the 6 game of a 9-game homestand for the Bisons, as they look to try to get back onto the winning track, as they've lost, you know, as they've lost, goodness, as they as they lost 4 of the last 5. They are currently in their last 10 games, 4-6 in their last 10 games, and trying to get really back on the winning track. They were once at 500 or just a little bit above 500 in the season series, in the season, but with the games being separated into halves, here we are. The Bisons are 38 and 41, 1-4 in the second half. The Syracuse Mets are 4-1 in the second half, 47 and 29 in totality. Tonight's starting pitchers for the Buffalo Bisons is right-handed pitcher Aaron Sanchez, 2-5 with a 12.44 ERA. He started the first game of the series on Tuesday night, well, in a 10-2 loss, and he got the decision, which was a loss in that, because as he went 2 innings, 2 and 2/3 innings, he gave up 5 hits, 8 earned runs. All the runs were within those 2 and 2/3 innings. He also gave up 3 home runs in that series, in that game. In that game against Syracuse, that was his second start against the Syracuse Mets this season. He made he made his they he made a start against Syracuse 6-1 on the road in Syracuse, getting the decision in that one, which was a win. That was his last. That was his second win as a Bison, as the Bisons would go on to win 13-5 that game. He pitched 5 in the third innings, gave up 7 hits, gave up 5 runs, 1 home run, and he struck out. He struck out 5, and in his last start, it was actually 4 home runs, and got 8. And he as 8 Mets batters came across home plate. For the Bisons tonight, their lineup, as they will get in a minute. Here's tonight's Bison starting lineup. Stuart Broa will lead off. And play in center. Phil Clark. Phil Clark will catch Aaron. Will catch the right-handed pitcher for the Bisons. He will bat second. Riley Tirota will play first and bat third. Damiano Parmigiani will bat in the cleanup and play in left. Da- Will Robinson will bat fifth and be the DH. Gabriel Cancel will bat sixth and play third base. Rafael Antigua will hit seventh and play at shortstop. Miguel Geraldo will play second and bat eighth. And rounding out this afternoon's Bison's lineup will be Cam Eden, who is second on the team in stolen bases. Stuart Baroa leads in that category for the Bisons. Cam Eden hit his Cam Eden Cam Eden earned his 20th stolen base on 6-1. That was in this series against his 20th series. That was actually against the Syracuse Mets team back in Syracuse, as part of that 12-game road trip. The Bisons will play three more games on this homestand after this, as they will have as they will as the Bisons hit the field tonight, as they just came out. Uh, they will play three more games in this homestand. Rochester Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they'll end that and head right into a road trip. Continue the road trip in Lehigh in a 6 games trip there, and then they will head to the All-Star break for the start of, for the at the midway point of this season. Bison start Bison starting pitcher is Aaron Sanchez, as noted. He has an 0-3 record at home, a 2-5 record, 12.44 ERA in totality. He will he will face Luis Angel Acuna, who is the who is numbers wise for the Mets, one of their best hitters on this team. Luis Angel Acuna enters this season as the third overall prospect for the Mets. Here's the Mets lineup. They go Acuna, Beatty, Bannon, Ritter, Allen, Reyes, Thomas, Cortez, and the catcher Senzer will round out the Mets starting. Will round out the pitching. I mean, the lineup for the Mets. We're almost ready to go, as Acuna has stepped in the batter's box in the left-handed batter box. Sorry, the right-handed batter's box, and off we go. The wind and the pitch from Sanchez. It is over the plate for strike one. Cunha last game went 1 for 5. That one's hit up right up the middle. Geraldo will get over to first, and one down for the Mets at the start. You can score that on your scorecard 4-3. Brett Beatty. On Wednesday afternoon, he hit 2 home runs for the Mets. Both went over the Bully Hill Vineyards. Both of them left the as he checks up, and it'll be strike one. But speaking about Beatty, 2 home runs on that Wednesday game over the Vineyards in left, and he swings him as strike two. Brett Beatty, 20, 24 years old, has been up and down in the Mets organization for a while. That pitch just outside ball one. The count is 1-2. Up and down in the Mets system is Brett Beatty. I mean, many people call him maybe a quadruple A player. The pitch is fouled away. It states 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Sanchez is outside. Take it 2-2. Brett Beatty on the season's 329, 8 home runs, 21 RBIs for the Syracuse Mets this season. He's also had some time. He started that ball is lying down foul, and it will stay 1-2. Brett Beatty did have some time in the MLB. That's where he started the season. He went back down to double. He came back here to AAA for the Mets and stayed a while here in June. Went back up for a few days, then went back down, as Beatty will call time, as his call up was on 6/10, and he's been in Syracuse. His call down was 6-10. Here's the pitch from Sanchez. This ball hit pretty deep into left field, and it's caught. As Damiano Parmigiani will make the play, two outs for the Mets here in the top of the first. Nice line drive there by Brett Beatty, who's been making some pretty serious contact for the Mets this series, and it will bring in the shortstop Rylan Bannon as he steps, fires, and winds, and there's the pitch high, strike one. There we go. Rylan ready for the pitch. Here it comes. Outside, ball one. So the count's now 1-1 for Bannon. 257, 14 home runs, 54 RBIs. That's tied for first for most RBIs on the Mets. This one's popped up, float out to center. Baroa is over there along with Robertson. He will make the play. Stuart Baroa ends the inning for the Mets. Syracuse goes 1-2-3. We'll be right back. We welcome you back as Stuart Baroa gets ready to go, and we'll bring you the starting pitcher for the Syracuse Mets. It's Blade Tidwell, 0-2, 500 ERA. We'll give you some more information after this pitch is fouled away by Stuart Baroa. Blade Tidwell is 0-2, 500 ERA, but he played four. He started 5 games for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, which is the AA affiliate for the Syracuse for the New York Mets. The pitch from Blade is low, 1-1. He had a 2-4 record and a 2.41 ERA. Here's the pitch, inside ball 2, and with a 2.41 ERA, 37 innings pitched, 11 balls, walks, 44 RBIs, but strikeouts. Here's the pitch from Tidwell is just on the outside corner, and it'll be strike 2-2 on Baroa. The thing about Tidwell to know, he has a 218 average against him, as it's hard to hit on this man, as it's inside ball 3, so it's full count on Stuart Baroa. Outside. Oh, we just rung him on the outside corner. Strike number 3, and there's going to be a challenge by Stuart Broa. As it's just inside. Yes, it's in that inside corner. It's got almost all plate for Stuart Broa. But that will bring one down, and that means the Bisons are down to one remaining challenge on the day. Hard to lose one early on in this game, but Phil Clark will step to the plate. 200, 0 and no home runs, 2 RBIs. He's the catcher for tonight for the Bisons. Pitch from Tidwell is fouled away right side. Tidwell ready. Clark ready and ready to step back in as he does, and here's the pitch. Swing and miss on a high ball upstairs, strike 2. Time called. We actually had a pitch clock violation on Tidwell, so now the count's 1 and 2. This ball hit the center. It's to Cunha. He's there, and 2 down.
First baseman number 14 is Riley Terada.
Brings in Riley Terada, who hit his first. Oh, that one's inside, ball 1. Brings up Riley Terada, 310, 8 home runs, 19 RBIs on the season. All 8 home runs coming in the month of June for Riley Terada in his AAA. In his first inside strike 1. In his first official season, you could say, in AAA. He played the beginning portion of this season with AA. Outside, 2 and 1. Played with New Hampshire for a little while, and then got called up during the St. Paul series time on Terada. For Terada, he hit his first home run at Salem Field last night. Also hit his 30th career minor league home run. That's when swing and miss. It's 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first. No score in Salem Field, Buffalo, New York. The pitch from Tidwell. Inside, full count on Riley Terada. Currently leads the Bisons in average. Obviously, you have Gerardo and Cancel, both recently called up, so they're not technically qualified. So it's going to be Riley Terada leads the team in batting average, and he's only been up here for a few. And upstairs, and got him. Man, Blade Tidwell rung it up. About 2 strikeouts in the bottom half of the first inning. We'll be right back for this top of the second inning just after this. Welcome back as Luke Ritter is ready to is ready to jump back into the batter's box for the Syracuse Mets as he currently leads the team in home runs with 17 home runs with a 251 batting average as Sanchez is ready to go after a 12 pitch first inning. Swing and miss. 0-1. For Ritter. Oh, this one is outside. He did not go. 1-1. Here comes the pitch from Aaron Sanchez. Upstairs 2-1. Last night in his last game on the 28th of June, went 2 for 5 and struck out. Swing and miss. It's 2-2. Current series, he's 3 of 18. He's scored 2 runs, has an RBI, home run, walk, and has struck out 6 times this series for the Syracuse Mets. Here's the pitch outside 3-2. Counts full. Here comes the 3-2 from Sanchez. Low. Oh, he got him. Bottom of the zone. And Sanchez has struck out his first batter of the inning, of the game, and has rung up 4 players. Has gone 4 for 4 and will bring up the DH, Austin Allen, for the Mets. 342, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs on the season. The pitch. This one's popped up third base side and will clear the netting, and a nice one-handed catch by a fan. Good job. Austin Allen played 57 career MLB games, made his debuted in 2019 with San Diego as the 0-1 is on its way from Sanchez. Swing and miss 0-2. His career MLB slash line looks like this for Austin Allen: 195, 252, and 288. And now the next pitch. Did he go? He did. Back to back strikeouts for Aaron Sanchez. 2 down in the top of the second. And we'll bring up Pablo Reyes. The 5'8", 175-pound man bats on the right from the Dominican Republic. The pitch. Inside strike 1. Last game was last night, went 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, 2 runs, and a home run. The pitch. Just inside. And the challenge is coming from Reyes. Hope the catcher's challenging. So Phil Clark is using the Buffalo's second challenge of the day as we wait for the ABS. Now this could either go really good or bad. It is a strike. So it's just up in the zone, hit the zone. Buffalo will retain their final challenge, and they will be able to keep it for the rest of the game if they so choose please to use another one. Now the 0-2 from Sanchez is upstairs. That was a changeup thrown by Aaron Sanchez on that ABS challenge from Clark. The 1-2 hit right to the pitcher mound. And Sanchez has gone 6 up, 6 down to start. The Bisons will bring up Parmigiani, Robertson, and Cancel in the bottom half of the second. Stay right here for more Bisons baseball. Parmigiani stepping in for the Bisons to start the bottom of the second. Parmigiani's 225, 10 home runs, 34 RBIs in the season, and he's playing his second game out in left field, as that's actually a position that he's starting to learn. And here's the pitch that's fouled away. A position that he's starting to learn and pick up. He's been mainly playing first and third and slotted into the DH position. One called for on those days off. The pitch, ball one. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled away, make it 1-2 now. The 1-2 from Tidbow is on its way, fouled away again, make it 3 straight foul balls. 18 pitches pitched for the right-hander. Sorry, make it 19. This one swing and a miss, strike 3, as Damiano Parmigiani will go down on strikes. We'll bring up the DH, Will Robertson. An elite bat walk-up song, though. Great walk-up song. 237, the quick pitch. Downstairs, ball, strike 1. Came in and pitched hit last night, and he walked. Outside, ball 1. 237, 12 home runs, 41 RBIs for the 4th round draft pick out of Creighton in 2019. Swing fouled away, 1-2. One of 2 Creighton players on the Buffalo Bisons roster. Alan Roden, who was recently called up, he, as Tidwell goes outside 2-2. As Alan Roden is the second guy drafted by the Blue Jays out of Creighton University. Roden was in the 2022 draft, and here's the pitch. Inside, 3-2, count goes full on Will Robertson. Time called. The pitch from Tidwell. This one hit out to left. Thomas will make the play. That was hit to right. Carlos Cortez made the play, and that's an F7. And it'll bring up Gabriel Cancel. 375, 1 home run, and 3 RBIs for him on the Young's AAA season for him. Just outside 1-0. Made his Bisons debut June 26th as a third baseman for the Bisons. Low. 2-0. Signed by the Blue Jays on the 26th. Upstairs. 3-0. As a minor league free agent, Cancel was signed as in his debut, he went 1 for 4 and a double. He also scored a run. Just outside Eclipse zone, 3-1. Went 2 for 4 last night. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2. Timeout called by Cancel. 2 for 4. Home run, double. Scored a run. 3 RBIs for Cancel last night in a 5-4 loss Oh, just inside, and that got close to him as it went upstairs near his shoulder. And the Bisons will have a base runner in the second inning. In the bottom of the second, it brings up now Rafael Lantigua. 2 home runs on the season for Lantigua. As he gets ready to go, the pitch from Tidwell hit on the ground to short. Only play would be at first. And that will conclude a 1-2-3-4 inning for Tidwell. It stays scoreless as we play 2 between the Bisons and the Mets. We welcome you back as Ryland Thomas has stepped in to the plate as we'll see what the right-handed pitcher Aaron Sanchez can cook up here in the top of the third. That one swing and miss on the inside pitch, strike 1. Top 3. Inside, ball 1. That went way inside. Ryland Thomas, just promoted from Bingham on the 21st of May. The pitch. He will square down a bunt. Clark has it, throws to first. Score that 2-3 as Thomas is down on a bunt. I mean, if you have the speed and you're the ability to bunt, go for it and try to sneak your way on to first base. And to bring up the right-handed right fielder Carlos Cortez. Made some really big plays for the Bisons. Sorry, for the Mets. There's strike 1 on the outside portion of the plate. Made some great catches for the Mets on Wednesday afternoon. Outside 2 on Cortez, and the count's 1-1. Here's the pitch, fouled away, 1-2. Cortez drafted in the 3rd round of the 2018 amateur draft out of South Carolina. Last game, he went 2 for 5. Here's the pitch from Sanchez. That one's lined, but foul. Current series, he's been hitting pretty well this series. How about 9 RBIs for him in the first 5 games of this series? He has racked up 3 home runs as he was on the designated list last series for the Mets. Here comes the 1-2 from Sanchez. Inside 2-2 for Sanchez. No, the goal for Sanchez tonight. Pitch. 5, maybe 6 good solid innings for the Bisons, as they don't have to tax their bullpen, as they had to use 4 pitchers out of the bullpen last night. Sorry, 3 pitchers out of the bullpen, and that's outside 3-2 counts full, as they had to use 3 pitchers out of the bullpen yesterday. They also had Cancel pitch a third of an inning yesterday, as he went a scoreless third, bottom 9 or 10. This one hit the center where Burrow is at. He's going to have to backtrack a little bit as that one keeps carrying, and Burrow makes the catch. Great play by Stuart Burrow. That ball just carried and carried and carried, and it got to the top of the track near where the grass is, and Stuart Burrow was able to catch it in. And now it's 2 outs in the inning, and it'll bring up the catcher Hayden Senger. What a play! I mean, the wind helped that out a little bit, as there's some wind in the air in the stadium tonight, this afternoon. The pitch, strike, brings up the catcher Hayden Senger, 248 on the season, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. This one grounded it to short. Over the first where Parmigiani's at. How about a 1-2-3 inning again for the right-handed pitcher Aaron Sanchez? Let's go to the bottom of the third, shall we? No score. Welcome you back to Sailing Field in Buffalo, New York. Bottom 3. No score between the Mets and the Bisons. And Miguel Geraldo steps to the dish for the Bisons as Tidwell's ready to go. Here we go. Over the plate. 0-1. Tidwell works fast. Minute somebody steps into the batter's box and gets settled. The pitch is ready to go, and here just outside in the dirt. 1-1. Geraldo promoted to Buffalo June 24th. So a lot of new players for the Bisons this series, as this one's popped to second. Beatty made the catch. 1 down. Cam Eden and the little Uzi walk up. How about that? The 2023 Jimmy Griffin Hometown Hero Award winner in 2023 for the Bisons. That's one. Clips him in the face. He's going to go to first. And now the concern is for Cam Eden, as he took one right in the chops. A 93-mile-per-hour pitch on a four-seam fastball that ran upstairs from Tidwell. As he has now stepped up on his feet with the athletic trainer, Caleb Daniel. He will walk with Daniel over to first base with Bison's manager, Casey Candell. Stuart Baroa will step in as the next batter. It seems like Cam Eden will be okay and will be at first. Will be on at first. Battle tested and ready is Cam Eden. He will jog on along the foul side first base side, see if he can continue. As he will stay in the game. Takes a fastball to the face and will stay in the game. Cam Eden will have a lead at first. Now with speed at first and speed at the plate, we'll see how the Bisons want to play this, as that's outside, ball one. Earned his 20th stolen base. And that's outside. Sorry, that's inside 2-0. This could be interesting how Syracuse wants to pitch to Stuart Baroa, and how would the Bisons want to bat or try to take an advantage and trying to get a man in scoring position for Clark or Tirota. And a pickoff attempt as Eden gets back safely. The 2-0 is low, 3-0. 22 stolen bases for Cam Eden on the season. Their 3-0 pitch is upstairs, just clips the zone, and it will be 3-1 on Stuart Baroa, as Tidwell will try to fight back and try not to put 2 on with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third. Eden going. He's going to make it safely, but it was a ball anyway, so it doesn't matter. 2 on. 2 on for Phil Clark with 1 away. Phil Clark will see if he can do some damage, hitting 194 on the season. The pitch from Tidwell, strike 1. The pitch, ball 1. When runners at first and second, He's hitting a solid 800. Both runners going. He's going to. No! Cam Eden is out at third on a double steal attempt. But Burrow will get to second. Aggressive base running tactics by the Bisons doesn't pay off, but at least we'll still put Baroa in a chance to score with Phil Clark on a 2-1 count. Now it's 2 away here in the third. Bottom they're fouled away. No, nice snag. Nice one-handed snag. First row, let's say, first row in the 200 section. Nice one-handed snag. And it counts 2-2. The pitch, this one looped into left field. Barreau will score easily, and the Bisons lead 1-0. Give it an RBI single for Phil Clark. That's going to be his third RBI in the season, and the Bisons now lead.
First baseman number 14, Riley Torora.
It's always a given if you give it, you just, all you have to do is give some contact, and with speed on and scoring position, it makes it easy for the Bisons to score, as now they lead 1-0. Riley Torota will come up and bat. He struck out his first time. Strike. Judge homered to second. A 2-run home run from Aaron Judge, and the Blue Jays are trailing for your Blue Jays update. That's outside from Tidwell. The 1-1 outside 2-1. Riley Torota versus, how about right-handed pitchers this season? 328 against right-handed pitchers this season. He's just mauling these guys, as he has 6 home runs as well. The Tidwell pitch is outside 3-1. How about an OPS of 127? Just absolutely just hammering these right-handed pitchers. It's full count now, 2 outs. Bisons lead 1-0 thanks to the Phil Clark single. And swing and miss by Riley Torota, but the Bisons do score in the third inning. The bottom of the third inning to make the game 1-0 is ahead to the fourth. Luis Angel Acuna, the brother of Ronald Acuna Jr., who's currently who's obviously out this season with an ACL injury, his other ACL, but great player for the Atlanta Braves. Oh, that's one high, just missed. High and inside onto Luis Angel Acuna. Acuna, who's also a threat, that's again inside. Back-to-back pitches that are go well inside on Luis Angel. Swing and a miss, fouled away. His fourth entering his fourth full season here in AAA. I'm sorry, in the minor leagues, as he has worked his way up through the Texas and New York ball. As this one hit the center field, Burrow is going to be there. One down.
Second baseman, number 22, Brett Baty.
But to continue on Luis Angel for a moment, just he spent 2021 with Down East Wood Ducks, low A in Texas. You know, he slashed a 266, 350, 345, and 404 with 15 doubles. So he just completely has just dominated in his career in the minor leagues as Beatty takes outside for ball one. As Beatty call time. Played every single game so far for Syracuse since being called up on June 10th. That's upstairs, 2-0. The righty deals upstairs, 3-0. Riley Bannon waiting there with 14 home runs. The power of Bannon on deck. Another time 580. Upstairs. That's a 4-pitch walk. So he was optioned to Syracuse on the 31st of May, called up for a few days, and then was sent back down here to Syracuse. That was Brett Beatty. And it'll bring in Riley Bannon. Flew out to center field his first time up. Top 4, 1-0 Bisons. They have the only run and hit of this ball game. Swing fouled away left side. Two home runs, 5 RBIs for Bannon this series, and was signed to a minor league contract in December of 23. He played college at Xavier, the Musketeer. Big East guy. That's low. 1-1. Fifth different pro league organization: Dodgers, Orioles, Braves, Astros, and now with the Mets is Bannon. That would just clip the outside middle portion of the plates. 1 and 2. He's been almost all around the country, east and west. Rylan Bannon has the 28-year-old outside 2 and 2. Sanchez is about to pitch his 50th pitch of the game. Here it comes. Fouled away into the camera well. on the left side. Solid crowd for Princess Day at the Park for the Buffalo Bisons here at Salem Field. Really good crowd for a Sunday afternoon and on a partly cloudy. This one lying to left, if it's fair, it is. Oh, it's just foul. It just hit the the last little bit piece of the foul strip down the left field side as it just hooked foul for Riley Bannon. Syracuse manager, a little upset. Came out, talked to him, talked to the home plate umpire about the ball just going foul. There's a first base umpire and a third base umpire. Currently, right now, the third base umpire is in between first and second, as he will rotate from that spot to third throughout the game. The 2-2 pitch from Sanchez. Hit to short. Over to Geraldo, back to Parmigiani. It's a 6-4-3 double play. The top of the fourth. A really, really good outing so far for the Bison's right-handed pitcher, Aaron Sanchez. We'll be right back.
Advanced today's Erie County Football Rockies.
Bottom four, Bison still lead 1-0 and still have the only hit of the game. Strike one. Parmigiani struck out in the second. Both pitchers working fast. Upstairs. Here comes the pitch from Tidwell. Outside. 2-1. This one's popped up right side and it will go well foul into the stands. Here comes the pitch from Tidwell. Just clips the outside corner and will ring up Damiano Parmigiani.
Designated hitter number 21, Will Robertson.
That is the third strikeout for Tidwell this afternoon. And we'll bring up Will Robertson, who flew out his first time. Downstairs, ball one. The 1-0 inside ball two. How about homered in 3 straight games? Will Robinson did between the April 6th and 10th. Inside, the count goes 3-0. Just, the flashes of power is there for Will Robertson. That's upstairs, 3-1. Will Robertson on Friday night had a great game Friday night, rallied the troops. I think it might have been Thursday night in that win. That one's fouled away, hit the netting. Three, two, one out, bottom four. Still 1-0 Bisons as this one's popped up. If it stays in, it will go foul. This one hit pretty well, but will go foul. And it will stay 3-2. That one's downstairs, and it will be a ball. And that means Damiano. That means Will Robertson will walk, and I'll brings up Gabriel Cancel. This one, Cancel hits it pretty far, right left field, and that one will clear. It's Gabriel Cancel. Hits his second AAA home run of the season, and the Bisons will lead 3-0. And the Bisons now lead 3-0. A ball that was hit, a fast, jeez. We'll give you that in a moment, as that one swing and miss on La Antigua. A 103 off the bats of Gabriel Cancel, as La Antigua will ground one to third over the first and will be in time. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. He hit Gabriel Cancel on that home run, 103 off the bat, and he hit a cutter that went 398 out into left center field. As Geraldo steps in, will, will chase one outside, 0-1. Inside, ball one. 1-1. Tidwell working fast, has gave up 3. So far, outside 3-1. His last start for Tidwell's last start was a loss. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, gave up 3, struck out 1 in that start. The pitch. Inside 3-1. In that game against Rochester that he pitched, he allowed 3 runs in the first inning and then retired 16 of his last 20 batters. That one will go inside, ball 4. Geraldo will walk and will bring up Cam Eden. Tidwell also did pitch against Buffalo one other time. He went and it was on the 29th of May as the catcher Sender will go out for a mound visit for Blade Tidwell. As that was a no decision in 6 innings. He gave up 4 hits, no runs, and a 4 walks, 2 strikes, 2 strikeouts. In that start, in that start on 5:29, he allowed 1 batter in almost every inning he has pitched. He pitched that inning. He's about to pitch a 75th pitch. It will be low. Highest amount of pitches as he's went this season was in Double A for Bingham, 94. So he can go a long way if the Mets need so. Throw over the first. No play. The 1-0 counts on Cam Eden. Swing and miss. 3-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 hits for the Bisons so far. And snap throw over the first. As Geraldo had a long lead, but was able to make it back to first and safely. Luke Ritter over there at first, watching closely. Pitcher call time. Geraldo's off and going. The throw with the second, not in time. Geraldo has stolen second base. And that will put Geraldo in scoring position for Cam Eden. It counts 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom 4th, Bisons lead 3-0. Outside full counts. So you could expect Geraldo to steal third or attempt to steal third. Geraldo doesn't go. Eden will swing and miss. 4 completes. Bisons lead 3-0. Off we go in the top of the fifth. Bisons lead 3-0. Luke Ritter's up at the plate. He struck out swinging in the second. Grounds one, short, over the first where Palmagiani's at. How about a 6-3?
Number 12, Austin Allen.
Austin Allen, the DH. The pitch over the middle of the zone. How about for strike one? One of the veterans on a young Mets team. Swing and a miss. 0-2. He did not play in the majors last season. He played 5 with Oakland during the 2022 season. So, he hasn't been in the major leagues in a little while as he tries to work his way back. That's one way outside, ball one. Austin Allen, how about this? He attended, as we wait for the pitch, and I'll let you know this quick little nugget about Austin Allen. That one's lined sharply but foul. He attended Chemade College Preparatory School, an all-boys college prep school in Creve Missouri, in the St. Louis suburbs. Allen, notable alumni of that prep college, and here comes the pitch from Sanchez. It'll be low 2-2. Are his NBA All-Star Jason Tatum and NHL players Brady and Matthew Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk, as we know, won the Stanley Cup just a few nights ago for the Florida Panthers, as that one's chopped foul. You know, something that's cool for just to note here for Austin Allen. I mean, you went to school with a Stanley Cup champion. He probably didn't go to school with them, but how about that? He went to a school where a Stanley Cup champion was born. I mean, how about Stanley Cup and NBA Finals champion in the same season? From that school, that's a pretty good school if you want to go there. As that one's lined foul. Some notable other alumni is Bradley Beal and Paul Stastny, if you wanted to know. But pretty cool. The school you attended now has a Stanley Cup finalist winner and a NBA finalist winner. Something to be proud about. Upstairs, 3-2. That one's down. That one's low, and that would be a walk for Pablo. Sorry,
Number 11, Pablo Reyes.
for Austin Allen. My bad. I'll bring up Pablo Reyes. Reyes smokes one to left, and no doubt about that one. And as the Syracuse Mets gets their first hit of the game, and it comes on a Pablo Reyes 2-run home run, no doubter, and it's 3-2 Bisons.
Left field, number 27, Riley Thomas.
Pablo Reyes is his 5th home run of the season, and it will be his 18th and 19th RBI of the season, as Rylan Thomas now will step into the plate. Swing and miss. Fifth home run given up by Aaron Sanchez this series. Excuse me. The 0-1 swing and he chased that one outside the zone. It's 0-2 now. Reyes' home run was 106 off the bat. Chop to first to Damiano Parmigiani, and over the first as Aaron Sanchez covers first base for Parmigiani. It's a 3-1 with 2 outs, with now 1 out. It's 2 outs. As it's 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Sanchez ready, deals to Carlos Cortez. That's ball 1. Cortez flew out to center his first time. Inside ball 2. Carlos Cortez against right-handed pitching, 296 in 81 at bats. Here comes the pitch. Just clips the outside corner, 2-1. And it's going to be a challenge here from Carlos Cortez. Challenging the cold strike. It's just going to be low. So now the count's going to be 3-0. So 3-0 now on Carlos Cortez. Here comes the pitch. Chop to Geraldo. Over the first. That will end the inning, but Aaron Sanchez gave up a 2-run home run as the Buffalo Bisons still lead by 1, 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Shallow, the answers is the credits of photo. See if you're correct. Time to start playing along. I agree with that on that one. Pay attention, see if you can find out the Super League key card. You can earn limited reward points on qualified stays with any of these women hotel brands. There's a match. Plus, you redeem your points on online tickets and expenses, free nights, and more. It's a match. No matter who you are, where you're going, or why, winning rewards everyone. Don't forget to scan the QR code on the keyboard or rewards.com to start earning. That's the time of the earlier college restaurant on PCK. You're sitting in section 216, row A, seat number 1, bring your ticket to the Escalation Center and finish your product. Make it a great place to dine before that, but you always do find $367. So visit their website at earliercollege.com. Fast time, make some noise for the Constellation Energy Sound Meter. Putting on the bottom of the fifth inning, you're going to line from this center fielder, number 0, Stewart, for the throw.
We welcome you back. Bisons lead 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. As Stuart Baroa, Phil Clark, and Riley Terota are due up here in the bottom of the 5th. As this one flew out to center. Acuna is there, but the catch won't be made by him, as it's going to be made by Riley Bannon, the shortstop. Brings up Phil Clark as the Mets bullpen is in the works, as they have somebody warming up. Not quite sure who it is yet. I'll keep you informed when noted. Ball one. Inside ball two. Strike one, 2-1. As noted before, Tidwell can go a long way. If asked to, that one's fouled away. Here we are in the bottom of the fifth. Chances are, if you can work a 1-2-3 inning, Tidwell can do 5 complete. Outside 2-2. Will Clark lined to center and singled to left in the third. That brought home Stuart Baroa as he fouls that one away for the first run of the game. Outside, it's a 7-pitch walk. And it brings up Riley Toretta. Struck out looking and struck out swinging. His first 2 times to the dish. That's inside ball 1. Upstairs 3-1. It's going to be 1-1. The 91st pitch from Tidwell. That one's fouled back to the press box area, and that one hit the press box and fly all the way down to a kid in the first row behind home plate. Wow. The 1-2. A foul to the netting.
Now running in the bullpen for Syracuse, number 50, Carlos Guzman.
And swing and miss. That is 3 strikeouts for Riley Torota. This game, 2 of them swinging, as Syracuse has a man warming up in their pen, and that will be it. Carlos Guzman will come in and pitch for the Syracuse Mets in replace of Blade Tidwell. We'll let you know what Guzman's numbers are after this. Carlos Guzman is going to be pitching for the Syracuse Mets. 26-year-old right-handed pitcher, 6'1", 210. He's from Marquez, Venezuela. Last year, he played in South Bend, Tennessee, and Iowa in the Cubs organization, and now he's here in Syracuse with Mets. Davion Palmaggiani will step into the box with 1 on, 2 out, and it's now 2-0. He has appeared in 4 games. This is going to be his. Sorry, yes. As that one's fouled away. 2-1. He appeared in 35 games in Tennessee with the Tennessee Smokies last season, going 6-2 with the 4.86 ERA. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Carlos Guzman signed a minor league contract in November of 23. His last game with Binghamton was an innings and 2/3 of work. Swing and miss. And that will end the side. It is 3-2 Bisons after 5 innings of work. Let's go to the 6th. Bisons lead 3-2 as we head to the top of the 6th inning, as Aaron Sanchez has pitched 5 really good innings for the Bisons so far. As we enter the 6th inning, they do have a man starting to work up in that Bisons bullpen. And so we'll see how long he will go, as Hayden Senger will lead it off. Inside ball, strike 1. It will be Senger, Acuna, and Beatty. The 3 that will come to the lineup for the Mets, as this one's popped up in the infield. Lantigua is there. He will make the catch. And 1 down for the Mets.
Center fielder number 2, Luis Angel Acuna.
And we'll bring up Luis Angel Acuna. Grounded to short, grounded to center in the 4th. He flew to center in the 4th, as he would take ball 1. And he goes out and chases that ball outside of the zone, the outside portion of the plate, and it's 1-1. Acuna being neutralized so far from the starting pitcher Aaron Sanchez. The 1-1 pitch will be just on the outside portion of the plate, 1-1. It's not 1-2. Luis Angel Acuna swings and misses, and he's down for a third time tonight, this afternoon. 4-3, fly out the center, and now a strikeout will brings up Brett Beatty. Fly to right, and a walk in the fourth as the Mets hitting today. Only one hit allowed by Sanchez. That was the home run, as that's a swing and miss, strike one. Two out here in the sixth. This one out to center. Barrow is there. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Sanchez. Let's go to the bottom of the sixth, shall we? 3-2 Bisons. Will Robertson up to the plate. He walked and then reached home on the Cancel home run, his last plate appearance. As the pitch coming from Guzman. Strike one. Bottom six, 3-2 Bisons. This one's laced foul. As we get ready for the 0-2. That's way high over the backstop. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Guzman is fouled away. Here comes the pitch. Another foul ball. The line for Tidman today. How about 4 2/3 innings? 2 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. Sorry, 7 strikeouts. The pitch upstairs 2-2. A really good outing for Tidman today. It was a good outing. Got him 4 2/3. He did give up 3, but the Mets pitching, Mets hitting is going to have to get going as it's that one plunks Will Robertson in the lower right leg.
Third base number 33, Gabriel Cancel.
Reaches on a hit by a pitch, and that will bring up Gabriel Cancel. Home run, a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 4th inning that extended the Bisons' lead to 3-0. Low 1-0. Low 2-0. The pitch, strike. Played for the Milwaukee Milkmen of the American Association. He batted .287, had in 96 games, 13 homers, 66 RBIs. That one would just clip the outside court portion of the zone 2-2. He tied for the team's lead in home runs 13 and third in RBIs in 66 with the Milkmen of that American Association. Syracuse pitching staff this season's 19-18 as a whole in starting pitching. Relief pitchers 31 as Cancel will be rung up. And then will be the 8th strikeout. 8th Bison batter the strikeout today. And we'll bring up Rafael Antigua. Old-fashioned pitching duel here in Salem Field, Buffalo, New York, as Guzman will throw over to Ritter. Robertson back in time. Mets 2-1-0, Bisons 3-2-0. Bottom the 6th as the sun starts peeking out from right field. Outside 1-0. The 1-0, it's outside 2-0. Guzman, now a member of his third different organization, Detroit Cubs, and now here with the Mets. He has not made his major league debut yet as a 26-year-old trying to work his way to the big leagues. And that's one swing and the miss as Antigua's back goes flying. Grab some pine tar for that bad boy. And it counts 2-1. The 2-1 is upstairs and just a little away. 3-1. recorded a 16-game on-base streak from 512 to 6-2. Rafael Antigua did. Outside, he will earn a 5-pitch walk. That will move Robertson to scoring position for Miguel Geraldo. A walk and stolen base his last time up, and then he popped out to short in the third inning. So this is his third plate appearance in 4 innings. Guzman deals way outside ball 1. The 1-0 is coming from Guzman. Swing and a miss by Geraldo. 1-1 with 1 out. Inside 2-1. Hit his first first career AAA home run on April 18th, 2023 against Somerset. Last season, Geraldo did with the Fisher Cats. Did pretty well with the Fisher Cats as that's fouled away right side. This season, he made the opening day roster for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Had a 5-game hitting streak with the Fisher Cats, going 17 of 19, 368. And he hit his first career home run on the 24th of May. As that's one is a strike, so 3-2. So his first hit in AAA was in 2023 against Somerset, and also got his first career AAA home run against the same team. The 3-2 coming. Rahena deals. Played the third over the first in time, 2 down. As Cam Eden comes up for the Bisons, hit by a pitch. He was hit by a pitch in the third, and he struck out in the fourth. And a part of a six batter fourth inning. Syracuse pitching coach Grayson Crawford is going to come out for a mound visit of Guzman. Cam Eden this season, it's been up and down, but primarily he's been a good hitter as well, one called upon. How about 9 multi-hit games for Cam Eden? He could possibly get to this game if he chooses to please. 7 home runs for Cam. As he called time, he was promoted to the Bisons for a little while toward the end of last season. Swing and a miss. "53 stolen bases for the Bisons last season. That set a Bison single season modern era record. That's one's outside 1-1. made MLB debut last year in August against the Yankees. Outside in the dirt, ball 2-1. Antigua in scoring position. Antigua does have some speed and is successful in stealing third. Obviously, he's only done it once, but it's 1-1 as that one's upstairs 3-1. But is 22. But Antigua is 7 of 11 stealing bases this season. Cam Eden can do it as well. Can they get some speed on the 3-1 count? It will run full. Bisons trying to add to this 3-2 lead in the bottom of the sixth. Time called by Eden. Guzman's ready to deal his 35th pitch. Right field is in. That would be ball 4. It's a walk for Cam Eden. The Bisons now have 2 on. They will have 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the sixth. And it will bring up Stuart Baroa as the Bisons have brought up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the sixth batter the Bisons have brought up here in the sixth. Inside ball 1. Only 2 hits for the Bisons with 3 runs. A nice partly cloudy day at Salem Field. That one's grounded to first. And Ritter will get there in enough time. The Bisons bring 6 to the plate, but couldn't bring 6 to the plate. They will leave 2 here in the sixth. It's still 3-2.
Here's the question: how far was the longest home?
Aaron Sanchez is out to make Sanchez ready to go upstairs. Outside 2-0. The Bisons entering the 7th inning, and it is the start of the 7th inning of work for Aaron Sanchez as that one's fouled away 2-1. Bisons, when entering, we'll save that for a minute. The 2-1 from Sanchez is upstairs 3-1. Inside, it will be a 5-pitch walk.
First base number 13, Luke Ritter.
Be a 5-pitch walk, and it will bring up the first baseman, Luke Ritter. As Casey Canstel will come out, and that will be it for as Cole Salser in the Mets bullpen, and a change or maybe just a mound visit by the manager. He's going to keep Aaron Sanchez in, who's been dealing so far this game. For Aaron Sanchez, 6 innings of work, only 1 hit, the 2 runs coming off the bat of a home run, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts this game. Ritter struck out looking and grounded to short his first 2 plate appearances. He's going to hit one to third. Over to second, it's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And we'll bring up Austin Allen, who scored back in the 5th inning of Pablo Reyes' home run, which was the only 2 runs Aaron Sanchez has only given up this game on that 1 hit. And over to second to Geraldo over the first. 7 complete innings for Aaron Sanchez. 7 innings of 1 hit ball for Aaron Sanchez it is. Let's get up and stretch. Cole Sulcer coming in to pitch for Cole Sulcer. The final line for Kyle Guzman was a third of an inning, zeros across the board, but with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Cole Sulcer, who is the brother of Bo Sulcer on the Bisons, as the 34-year-old right-handed pitcher will deal. Clark will hit one in the gap, and that's going to drop, and it's going to be a lead-off single for Phil Clark as he took a sharp turn over first, went a little too far, realized he went too far, and went back to first because he knew he couldn't make it to second. And we'll bring up Riley Terada. Has struck out 3 consecutive times today. Twice swinging, once looking, as he will try to get the Bisons their 4th run of the game, or possibly put 2 on with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th to try to extend their lead. Upstairs, 1-0. Last outing for Cole Sulcer, he went an inning. No hits, no runs, 2 walks. This series, he has only pitched 1 inning and gave up 2 walks. Upstairs. And that was in this series. Roast Buffalo 3 2/3 innings, a hit, a run, no earned runs. 4 walks and 2 strikeouts against the Herd. Swing and a miss by Terada. Terada ready. Saucer deals. Fouled back. 2-2. Started the season with Syracuse, had his contract selected by New York on April 8th, optioned to Syracuse on April 14th, promoted to New York May 4th, but then optioned back to, as that one's fouled away by Terada again. So he played in 4 games with the Mets in 2024, going 0-0 with a 9.64 ERA, and then a batting average of against him of 316. That one's outside 3-2. Six different organization for Cole Sulcer. He was with Cleveland, Tampa twice, Baltimore, Miami, Arizona, now here in New York. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So that's foul tipped. Swinged, foul tipped. Riley Terada will stay alive in the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Terada down on strikes for the 4th time today. So 1 down for 1 down with 1 on for Damiano Parmigiani, who's also has struck out twice. Sorry, 3 times. Struck out in the 5th. 2 swinging, 1 looking. Outside. Damiano Parmigiani skies 1 to right. Cortez is underneath it. Clark will head back to first. 2 down. We'll bring up Will Robertson. Flew out the 7 in the 2nd. Walked in the 4th. Scored on the home run by Cancel. Hit by a pitch in the 6th. Swing and miss. Sharp swing and miss. Spent the entire last season with New Hampshire, appeared in 103 games for the Fisher Cats, and would just be upstairs. Close, but just a ball. Bottom seventh, 3-2 is Cole Salser threw over to first to check on Clark, but I don't think Clark is going to steal. Robertson career highs in hits, doubles, home runs, RBIs, walks, and stolen bases, as that one's a strike 1 and 2. Or one, yes, 1 and 2. Those career highs coming in with the Fisher Cats last season, is this one would just be fouled away behind the third base dugout. If Robertson can get on, it will bring up Gabriel Cancel, who homered in this game. That one's way inside. Great pick by the catcher, Senger. 1 on, 2 out, 2 count. Bisons lead at 3-2 in the bottom of the seventh. The 2-2 is fouled away as Robertson stays in the count. 2-1-0 for the Mets, 3-3-0 for the Bisons. 4 combined hits, 5 combined runs in an old-fashioned pitching duel at Salem Field. Just low. 3-2 counts full. The 3-2. Clark's on the move. Hit the center. Acuna is going to be there. And that will end the 7th inning. For the Bisons, still lead at 3-2. The Bisons will go to the bullpen for the first time this game. They will bring in Troy Watson. 14 games, 2-1 record. He's five. It's the Bisons are 5-9 when he makes an appearance. The right-hander, the last time he pitched for the Bisons, as he's 2-4 with an 8.62 ERA. He last pitched against Syracuse on the 26th of June. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run. He didn't walk anyone or strike anyone out. He went 20. He pitched 26 pitches, and that was at the end of the game in a 9-4 loss. As Reyes steps in, went down for a bunt, and it was just outside the zone, so it'll be 1-0. Reyes, home run, and he grounded out to the pitcher's mound as Reyes, the ball went inside. It didn't hit, it must have just hit the end of the bat with vibrations because he dropped the bat, walked away for a minute, and now walked back. 9,884 fans here at Salem Field today to watch a good baseball game. It's 3-2 Bisons here in the eighth. The Bisons, as Phil Clark is gonna go over to Troy Watson. Maybe they disagreed on a pitch, or the pitch wasn't working quite right. But we'll tell you about this. The Bisons leading after 7 innings are 26-1. So the Bisons, when leading after 7, doesn't guarantee a win, but the Bisons are really good at shutting things down after they lead late, as that one by Watson is outside and will roll to the backstop. Pablo Reyes, the righty. Watson's 303 against righties, 357 against lefties, as that one's low and will be a walk for Reyes. We'll bring up Rylan Thomas, a 2-3 and a 3-1, both in infield groundouts for Ryland. Inside ball 1. Lastly, AAA debut was 9-7 against Lehigh for Troy Watson. Outside ball 2, 2-0. So that's 3 straight balls for the right-hander. 15th overall pick in 2018. Pitches and will get a strike low in the zone. The Northern Colorado graduate. The pitch fouled away into the screen. The count's 2-2 with Reyes at first. Reached on a walk. The pitch fouled away. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the day for Troy Watson. Will be one down now for the right fielder Carlos Cortez. Well outside ball 1. Batting average of .450. That one gets through. A base hit for Carlos Cortez. That will move Austin Allen. That move Austin Allen to second. Move Austin Allen to second, and I'll now bring up Hayden Senger. Runners at first and second now. This one, oh, just got through the middle of the plate, middle of the infield, and now the bases are loaded for the Syracuse Mets. Bases are loaded with 1 out. And it'll bring up Luis Acuna. And the pitching coach Drew Hayes will come out. So that means the bases are loaded for. But the bases are loaded for Troy Watson, but has given up an average of 250, but his an average of 250, and it'll bring up Luis Angel Acuna. Who, with the bases loaded, has an average of 250. We'll see what he can do here. With the bases loaded against Watson, the real. Upstairs, ball 1. That's one. Toronto off his glove. That will score 1, and it will still keep the bases loaded, and the game is tied. Off the glove of Geraldo. That will bring. What that brought Reyes home. He scored. It moved Thomas to third. Sorry, moved Cortez to third. And Acuna has an RBI base hits. That's his 30th RBI of the season, and the bases continue to be loaded as now Brett Beatty stares at 1 over the middle of the plate. 0-1. It was ruled the base hits, even though it was off the glove of Geraldo. It was just hit really hard. 108 off the bat. Outside ball 1. It is now a 1-1 count, 3-2. It's a 3-3 game, and that one's fouled away. The count's now 1-2. The Mets line now looks like this after the base hit 3-4-0. Bison still at 3-3-0. The right-hander deals over the middle of the plate. There's the strikeouts. 2 down. And it will bring up Riley Bannon a 6-4-3 double play, and a fly out to center. Watson deals inside, a little too far inside. It's 1-0.
Now we're going to the bullpen for Buffalo, number 26, Luis Quiones.
Luis Quiones, who leads the Bisons and wins this season, is up in the pen. This one is fouled away. Well, foul. It's 1-1. "21 pitches for the right-hander, Troy Watson. The pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. Ritter on deck. Then Austin Allen. The next two after Bannon, if Watson can't work this out. The pitch. Inside 3-1. Watson's going to have to deal if he wants to keep this game tied. 3-3 top of the eighth. 3-1 count to Riley Bannon. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The count's now 3-2. The 3-2 from the right-hander. This one's skied high in the infield. Watson will do it himself as he catches it, and he keeps the game tied. He did give up a run. We are 3-3 heading to the bottom of the eighth. Wilkin Ramos coming in here in the bottom of the eighth inning for the Syracuse Mets after an inning of work from Cole Salser. Wilkin Ramos is 1-0 with a 3.86 ERA as he will face Gabriel Cancel. Gave the Bisons a 3-0 lead. There's a strike, but the Mets have erased that lead and has tied the game. Ramos deals. Poached. It's poked foul. Fair over in between first and second. And Gabriel Cancel gets on. And lead off single to start off the bottom of the eighth. Rafael Antigua. Wilkin Ramos began 2024 with double A at Binghamton, then was promoted not too long ago on June 21st. The pitch upstairs. The right-hander from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Inside 2-0. He has pitched 3 innings in this series. And his last outing, he pitched an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them were earned, and he walked a batter. Upstairs, just upstairs, 3-0. The 24-year-old deals, and he will walk Rafael Antigua. That will move Cancel to first, and it will bring up Miguel Geraldo with 2 on, nobody out in the bottom of the eighth. Nobody in both teams' bullpens. As a bunt attempt by Geraldo that brought in third baseman and first baseman to try to cover. That was Reyes, and Ritter. So they will play. They will play in the infield. Ritter really far deep. Geraldo's going to try a bunt again, and that one will miss up in top of the zone, 2-0. Right, right in left field, playing about you playing half close, and that one's going to be bunted foul, so it'll be 2-1. Left and right are shallow. Acuna in center, right about in the normal territory for your right center fielder, but he is a little bit to the right. The pitch. Ew, whoa. Inside and just missed. As it's 3-1, that's the second time a Mets pitcher decided to go that far in and nearly hit another Bison's player. High. Time called by the batter. Eden is on deck. 3-1 count, nobody out, bottom of the eighth. 3-3 game. Inside, really far inside. That will be a walk. That means the bases are loaded for Cam Eden. Back-to-back walks for Wilk and Ramos. Another pitching. It won't be a pitching change. It will be a mound visit as the Bison's manager is going to talk to the home plate umpire. It says, like, let's get these really the pitches that are super far in on my batters to stop. Bases are loaded for Cam Eden. He walked his last time up for the Bisons. That was when Carlos Guzman was pitching. Ramos in trouble. Walked the last two batters. It was a single by Cancel to start this rally in the bottom of the eighth. The pitch is a strike. But Mets pitchers pitching in so far this inning. The 0-1 swing fouled away 0-2. Burrow and Clark are due up after, and if it needs to get to a third batter, barring a double play or anything, it'll be Riley Tyrota. A time call by Eden. Kionis was warming up for the Bisons in the previous half inning, but is sitting. That one rings him. One down. One down with the bases loaded. It'll bring up Stuart Baroa. Strikeout, walked, stolen base. He did come around to score on Phil Clark's single, and then he flew out and he grounded out. So a lot happening for Stuart Baroa as he will try to get the Bisons a lead here in the bottom of the eighth, just outside. Bisons do have one player, one pitcher just getting loose, just stretching around. Might be Quiones. Swing and a miss. Because Quiones wasn't up last half inning. But all eyes on right now, Stuart Burrow in a 1-1 count, bottom of the third, 3-3 game. This one hit back to the pitcher. It's off his leg, and he scores. Cancel will come in from third, and the Bisons now lead 4-3. and the bases will stay loaded. An infield single off the pitcher, and the Bisons now lead 4-3. The bases are still loaded. As they're going to come out and check on Ramos to make sure he's all right. Because that did come off 97 miles per hour off the bat, hit him in his back leg. They're going to watch him do a few pitches, but Phil Clark is due up for the Bisons here in the bottom of the eighth. Athletic trainer walking back to the dugout. Ramos will stay in the game. The bases are loaded with one out in the bottom of the eighth. 4-3 Bisons. Fans are getting treated to the 9,000 fans that are here in attendance tonight this afternoon are getting a really, really good baseball game. Here's the pitch, way inside again. 1-0. The 1-0 from Ramos. That one is going to be fouled away. 1-1. Bison's looking to try to extend a 4-3 lead for Watson, whoever comes in the bottom. And that one's laced. Base hits. One will score, two will score. Antigua and Geraldo comes around and scores, and the Bisons now have a 6-3 lead. A 2 RBI single for Phil Clark. That will be his third RBIs of the season and his fifth in total as Phil Clark extends the Bisons' lead. And we'll bring up Riley Tirota. Inside again. 1-0. A 3-run eighth. Bottom of the eighth for the Bisons is now they lead 6-3. Clark at first. Baroa at third. Upstairs 2-0. Bison's doing some fight back work. Even though they were leading, Mets fought back, tied the game. That's one way outside. Great catch by Senger because that definitely would have got to the backstop. And with Baroa's speed, that would have most likely added another run for the Bisons. Bottom eighth, 3-0 count. Baroa at third, Clark at first. There is an open bag if you need him. They will walk Tirota. That will bring up Damiano Palmigiani with the bases loaded again with one out. Just the suspense as they're going to make a change. They're going to make a pitching change, and Yomar Sanchez is going to come out of the coming out. He's coming out of the Syracuse. He just came out of the Syracuse dugout, and he's going to pitch for Syracuse in a 3-run bottom of the eighth inning for the Buffalo Bisons. The bases are still loaded with one out. We'll step aside for a quick second. Bisons lead 6-3, 1 out, bottom 8. Yomer Sanchez will come in pitch. Damian Parmigiani. It's going to be a position player. A position player for the Mets. This one, high pop fly in. The second baseman will come over there and catch it.
Designated number 21, Will Robertson.
I think it's, yep, a position player, an infielder for the Syracuse Mets is going to pitch in this game. Yomer Sanchez will pitch, and that one's outside. Yomer Sanchez plays the infield for this Mets team, and Sanchez, oh, that's going to be off the glove of the second baseman, and Perot will score, and that will bring home Clark, and the Bisons extend the lead to 8-3. That was off the second baseman, Brett Beatty, and the Bisons lead 8-3 in a 5-run eighth. And it will bring up Cancel, and the Bisons have hit around here in the bottom of the eighth. Inside. Sanchez deals over to third and go to first. But the Bisons put up 5 in the bottom of the eighth. 8-3 Herd as we go to the ninth.
Now 22
Top.
for Buffalo, number 58, Alan Rose. On the line for Wilson Ramos. 1 inning, 3 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout.
Alan Roden will make an appearance in right field for the Bisons as Cam Eden will exit here in the top of the ninth, and Troy Watson, who is the second pitcher used for the Bisons in this game, trying to get 3 outs here in the top of the ninth. The Bisons, when leading after 8, are 28-0 as they enter the ninth with the lead. When the Bisons score 4 or more, they're 33-13. So and they're 32-7 when they out hit the opposings. All those are currently happening as Luke Ritter will fly one foul. First base side. Ritter, Austin, and Reyes are due up for the Mets here in the ninth. That one's fouled away off the catcher's helmets. And it'll be 0-2. Clark is okay. Checks his helmet, and his helmet's intact. The pitch. Outside. 1-0. Troy Watson in save opportunities this season. In one save opportunity, he's 0-1. He was going to try to get the hold today. That one's fouled away. He's finished 2 games this season. Troy Watson has. With that 2-1 record. That one swing and miss. 1 down in the 9th. Bisons pitching this game has struck out 5 Syracuse pitchers. Here's the pitch. Low. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch from Watson is just on the outside portion of the plate. 1-1. This one laced to right, and that one will drop at the wall. Allen will go around first. He will head to second. It is a 1-out double for Austin Allen. And the Mets are trying to rally here in the 9th. Bring up Pablo Reyes. Ground out in the 2nd. 2-run home run to left into 5th. He walked in the 8th. The right-hander deals. Strike 1. One for 3 is Reyes today. The pitch. Just inside. Over the plate. 1-2. After 3 scoreless innings from the Bisons offense, they scored 5 in the 8th. That's how they have their 8-3 lead. A 1-2 count on Pablo Reyes. Allen sitting there at second. The pitch. Outside 2-2. Swing and miss. 2 down. That will bring up Rylan Thomas with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Is he the last batter Buffalo will have to face this series against Syracuse? The pitch just outside 1-0. The 26-year-old Troy Watson is ready. Here it comes. Outside, it's strike 1, 1-1. Syracuse down to their final 2 strikes. The pitch fouled away 1-2. Down to their final strike. Fans are on their feet, cheering on Troy Watson. His 1-2. Low. So the count's now 2-2 on Ryland Thompson. Fans on their feet again. 9,000 fans strong. Swing fouled away. Ryland Thomas will see another pitch. Fans cheering for a win in an A3 in the top of the ninth. The 2-2 from Watson. Low. Full count. It's coming down to one last pitch at this AB. The 3-2 from Watson here in the top of the ninth. Bisons lead A3. The pitch. Upstairs. He will walk Ryland Thomas and will have to see another batter. We'll get Carlos Cortez. Runners at first and second. Pitching coach Drew Hayes will come out and talk a little. Connor Cook up in the Bison's bullpen right now. But the hope is, use two pitchers this game. Rest the rest of your bullpen, with bullpen days most likely coming in the Rochester series. It will be a great opportunity heading into the Rochester series with a fully rested bullpen heading into tomorrow's first game of 6 against Rochester. Carlos Cortez, fly to center, grounded to second, single to left. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled back. Make it 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Just outside. "47 pitches for Troy Watson. The pitch. Outside 2-1. Connor Cook in the Bison's bullpen getting ready if needed. Troy Watson, can he close this one out? The 2-1 just clipped the zone. It's 2-2. The fans are back on their feet. Oh, we're going to have a challenge first. Man, oh man. It's a strike. Make it 2-2. It stands. It's called. The 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. A 2-2 count. Fans on their feet. 9,000 strong at Salem Field, trying to carry the Bisons to a second win in the second half. The 2-2. Swing fouled away. We'll do it again. Watson. Ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bisons win A3. Bisons now will earn their second win of the second half, going 2-4, and will go 39-41 on the season and ends the 6-game series on a positive note against the Syracuse Mets, as the Rochester Red Wings will come in and play a 3-game set here at Salem Field before transitioning over to Rochester for the back half of the of that 6-game series in Rochester before Buffalo goes to the road in Lehigh Valley, and then the All-Star break. That's what's coming up. Bisons only used 2 pitchers today, Aaron Sanchez and Troy Watson. Aaron Sanchez went 7 strong, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, three walks, 2 strikeouts. Led all the way by Phil Clark with 3 RBIs, an RBI single, and a 2 RBI single in the 8th. Well, we thank you for watching the Buffalo Bisons here on the Buffalo Sports Network. Tune in next time.
We want to also knock out our creative stuff now. Go to live.com/survey. Fill out a short 5-minute survey. Just like providing your feedback.